Hi there, Andrei Maximov is here. Welcome back to our quick introduction to Python 3 for AWS Automation Engineers course. This course is completely free and available for you at hands-on.cloud website. In this course, we are covering Python basics and of course various different aspects of using boto3 SDK or library to automate your daily AWS routine operations. In this video, I will show you how to set up boto3 in AWS Cloud9 IDE. If you are not familiar with the Cloud9 IDE or don't know how to launch it, please check out our video how to set up Cloud9 IDE for Python. To move forward with the rest of the video, we will need a very specific code example which we will use to test our AWS API calls from Cloud9 IDE. You will find this code block in Introduction to boto3 library article. We are clicking the article itself, then we are going to the table of contents, and we need this specific link, test AWS credentials via boto3. So we will use this script, Python script, in a couple of seconds. So now let's open our Cloud9 IDE. As you already see, I launched the Cloud9 IDE for myself. Now let's check out AWS STS get caller identity to see which credentials we are using right now. STS get caller identity. And as you can see, we are getting the information about our account, user ID, and the rank of our role. Okay, fine. So now we need to configure Cloud9 IDE and Python to use boto3 library. So to do that, we need to install Python virtual environment first. To do that, we are executing Python command python3 -m venv. That command will create a directory tree in your project folder, which will basically contain everything necessary to execute Python from that specific folder. So now we will install boto3 library or module within this specific folder location. Basically, it is a good practice to use every single brand new Python virtual environment for every brand new Python program. That allows you to make sure that you are installing every required external dependency or module during your Python development in general, right? So now, as soon as we have this virtual environment in place, we need to configure our shell to use it. So to do that, we are executing source command and then providing it an activate script, which we can find in virtual vn folder, then bin and activate. So as soon as we executed this particular command, we can see that the shell shows us that we are using this venv Python virtual environment. Okay, fine. So now we have to install boto3 library, and we are doing it by executing pip, which is default Python package manager, and we are typing install, and then providing it flag upgrade. And then we are typing pip and boto3. So that will install boto3 library and upgrade pip package manager for this specific virtual environment. As soon as we successfully executed this command, we can test that we can execute Python 3 code which uses boto3 library. Let's create a separate folder for our test. Let's call it test. Within this folder, we will create new Python script, which we will call test.py as well. And now we can use our code example, which tests the connectivity to AWS STS and will provide us the same output which we saw when we executed AWS STS get caller identity. So first, let's execute it by typing Python test py, and we see basically the nice and beautiful output which looks similar to AWS STS get caller identity command output. So how this script is actually working? First, we are importing a couple of required modules. The first one is JSON, which allows us to work with Python dictionaries and transform them to the nice and beautiful output by using dump method. So basically here we are creating our dictionary which contains the required keys, and we are printing it with the indentation level, right? So then we are importing the boto3 library itself. As soon as we imported the library, we need to define the clients. The boto3 library consists of various different clients for every single AWS service API. In our case, we will use or interact with AWS STS or security token service APIs. So we have to define a client to interact with this service, and we are doing it like this. Next, we will use our client and to execute this specific API call, get caller identity. So just to show you what you will get in the response object, let's print it. Print and response. Okay, saving the file and executing the same script once more again. And as you can see, the output of this API call is a Python dictionary which contains several keys with the required information about user ID, ARN, account, and of course some resource metadata information which we are not interested in. So in the next lines, we will put this information from these keys like user ID, account, and ARN to the Python variables. Then we will use these variables values to create our own Python dictionary. And finally, we are printing this Python dictionary with an indentation level. Let's do it once more again. So at this moment of time, we are ready to move forward with the rest of the course and start automating AWS services. Just to point your attention that if you are using Cloud9 IDE in your own AWS account, probably you don't have any permissions or privileges issues, just because probably you're gonna use it from the root or like account or user account which has admin permissions, right? But if you are using Cloud9 IDE in your corporate environment, the roles which you are using to interact with AWS probably might be limited. So just pay attention to the fact that if you are getting the permission errors throughout the course, that probably means that you don't have enough permissions and privileges to interact with a specific AWS service. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to the channel and hit thumbs up button to let other users know that this video was useful. Thank you once more again, and see you in the next videos.